Dilek, welcome to Tibet TV's weekly analysis. Since China announced its damming project on Yalungtsambo, it shook the conscience of many countries whose life depend on it. Not only did it aim for damming alone, but it also came with an indication for their pursuit of territorial expansion, as far as Teshin Pamu's article is concerned. In today's weekly analysis, we will briefly discuss an article titled China is using Tibet's waters against India, published in Hindustan Times recently. I'm very pleased to have the author of the article, Mrs. Teshin Pamula, with me in the studio. Mrs. Teshin Pamula is a research fellow at Tibet Policy Institute of Central Tibetan Administration. Welcome to Tibet TV, Teshin Pamula. My first question is obviously on your article's title, China is using Tibet's waters against India. So tell us how.
Okay, before I answer your question, I would like to give a brief background information about China's damming issues. So since 1950s, over these 7 decades, China have built around 87,000 dams. And these dams, they were mostly built on the Chinese side of the rivers and of all those major rivers. Now China is concentrating on the Tibetan rivers. They want to develop those Tibetan rivers, which were the lifelines of around 1.8 billion people. So Tibet, it is also known as the water tower of Asia, and there were around major 10 rivers. It flows into different countries, right, from Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, Laos, Thailand, all the Southeast Asian countries. It flows into more than 10 countries. Now China having control over Tibet, they have this full control over the flows of those international rivers. Now, answering your question about the China using those Tibet's rivers against India, what I would like to say is that though there are many international rivers which flows from Tibet to India, among all those rivers, Brahmaputra has a special significance for India. And now China, with the recent Global Times news article, it was mentioned that Chinese government, they are planning to go ahead with the major dam on the Yalungtsambo. It is not something new. There were many dams which Chinese government they have planned on the rivers, and there were already 2 dams which are operational, and 2 are under construction now, and 1. It has already been approved by the government. And now, this Global Times, it has been announced that China will build dam near the LAC, line of actual control, just before it enters into India. And this dam, once it will be built, it will be the largest dam in the world, twice the size of the Three Gorges Dam, which is currently the largest dam in the world. So China is having this control over this water. They can, weaponize this water against India. With the control over the flow of the rivers, they have this, having the tap in their hand, they can switch on the tap and it can cause floods in India. And if they switch off, the tap, it would cause a drought. It can cause a drought in Indian side of the border. So, China, what I argue is that with this Tibet's river, they can use this against India in times of conflict, which they have as of now, right? In this border conflict between what is happening in Ladakh and Sikkim area, it is very evident that this river they can be used against India.
Okay, Teshin Pamula, if we look at some scholars who hold a view that China is pursuing a coercive environmentalism approach. One of such scholars is Mark Christopher, who wrote a book, Water Wars, Brahmaputra River and Sino-Indian Relations. Mm-hmm. In that book, he also holds a similar warning regarding China's damming projects. Mm-hmm. So my question is, at what degree do you think is this project aimed for China's consolidation of territory?
Okay, regarding that, what Mark Christopher he have said, he had published this. It's a report published by United States Naval War Academy or something. So they have published this report in 2013. In that mark, he claimed that like China's with this all those big dams, they are using this zero-sum mentality towards the water issue. So it can cause conflict with the neighboring or downstream countries, such as what's happening with between India and China. So with this, what in my article, I've also mentioned that China. With this construction of huge dam at the Metok region in Nyingchi County, Nyingchi region, they are trying to consolidate the region, disputed region between the India and China, the Arunachal Pradesh. The Arunachal Pradesh, China, they doesn't acknowledge this line of actual control, which was signed in 1914. So they claim the Arunachal 90,000 square kilometer of Arunachal Pradesh as the southern Tibet. So they think that consolidation of like first I would like to talk about the consolidation of territory. It can be achieved through different ways, right? So first it can be by building an infrastructure, physical infrastructure, like airport, roads, airstrips, and railways. With all this infrastructure, they can claim the region, right? So now they're using this with the dam also. They're using this the big dam to claim the region, So I think like first we need to see how China, they by building this many dams or building road infrastructure, all this railways in Nyingchi areas, they are moving the people and workers from different part of China or from Tibet itself to the border region. So this will have like China, they have like they will gain this consolidation over this territory, which China building all this dam or all this infrastructure. They have this. They want to consolidate over the region, that they have this control over this territory. So that's what I felt that like not only me, there are many other authors like such as Brahmachalani. He have been constantly writing on the issues that the territory could be linked with the territorial claim between India and China. It could be linked to the what China government is doing on the river. So and even the timing of the announcement of this dam, it is also very much linked with the border issue. What is happening now, like between India and China, right? So recently with border issue, like I felt that it is very much this water damming of issues very much related with the border conflict.
Okay, Dejin Pamula, my last question is that your article ends with a prediction that, quote and unquote, to equip China with strategic leverage over India. So how do you think the people of India must understand this issue?
When we think about India and China in strategic arena, it was always about the territory or economic or military conflict or all these issues. Now I think India should also focus on how China is using this water as a strategic leverage against India. It was very evident in 2017 during the Doklam crisis. Even though both the countries, they have signed a MOU regarding the sharing of hydrological data, but China, they have stopped sharing hydrological data during the Doklam standoff. However, they have they claim that there was some kind of construction or renovation going on in those 3 stations from where the data has been shared. And however, they are sharing this data to Bangladesh, the downstream countries. And what we felt, we also need to, India also need to see this as a strategic issue rather than only on economic or political or other, all environmental issue. It is also a strategic issue. So India also need to be aware or conscious about how China might be used these rivers in future. So India, what I felt is that it is not only about the power or hydropower issue. It is also about how China might use this water in the future, which India should be cautious about in the future.
Thank you. With this, we're going to end our discussion here. Dejin Pamula, thank you so much for joining our program.
Thank you.